Footnotes from the Life Application Study Bible. The two angels, appearing as two men clothed in dazzling robes, asked the women why they were looking in a tomb for someone who was alive. The women either had forgotten or did not realize the meaning of Jesus' promise to rise again. Some people today seem to be looking for God among the dead. They have a lifeless faith and go to dead churches. They study the Bible as a chore and go to church as if going to a memorial service. But Jesus is not among the dead. He lives. He reigns in heaven and in the hearts of Christians, and he is the head of his church. Where do you look for Jesus? Do you expect him to be active in the world and in the church? Look for signs of his power. They are all around you. The women brought spices to the tomb to properly prepare Jesus' body for burial. They had gone home and kept the Sabbath, as the law required, from sundown Friday to sundown Saturday, before gathering up their spices and perfumes and returning to the tomb. The angels reminded the women that Jesus had accurately predicted all that had happened to him. The resurrection of Jesus from the dead is the central fact of Christian history. On it, the church is built. Without it, the church would not exist today. Jesus' resurrection is unique. Many religions have strong ethical systems, concepts about paradise and the afterlife, and various holy scriptures. Only Christianity has a God who became human, literally died for his people, and was raised again in power and glory to rule his church forever. Why is the resurrection so important? 1. Because Jesus Christ was raised from the dead, we know that the kingdom of heaven has broken into earth's history. Our world is now headed for redemption, not disaster. God's mighty power is at work destroying sin, creating new lives, and preparing us for Jesus' second coming. 2. Because of the resurrection, we know that death has been conquered, and we too will be raised from the dead to live forever with Jesus. 3. The resurrection gives authority to the church's witness in the world. Look at the early evangelistic sermons in the book of Acts. The apostles' most important message was the proclamation that Jesus Christ had been raised from the dead. 4. The resurrection gives meaning to the church's sacrament of the Lord's Supper. Like Jesus' followers on the road to Emmaus, we break bread with our risen Lord, who comes in power to save us. 5. The resurrection helps us find meaning even in great tragedy. No matter what happens to us as we walk with the Lord, the resurrection gives us hope for the future. 6. The resurrection assures us that Jesus is alive and ruling his kingdom. He is not a figure from a legend. He entered history in real time. 7. God's power that brought Jesus back from the dead is available to us so that we can live for him in an evil world. Christians can look very different from one another, and they can hold widely varying beliefs about politics, life choices, and even theology. But one central belief unites and inspires all true Christians. Jesus rose from the dead. People who hear about the resurrection for the first time may need time before they can comprehend this amazing story. Like the disciples, they may pass through 4 stages of belief. 1. At first, they may think it is wishful thinking, perhaps a fairy tale, and impossible to believe. 2. Like Peter, they may check out the facts, but still be puzzled about what happened. 3. Only when they encounter Jesus personally will they be able to accept the fact of the resurrection. 4. Then, as they commit themselves to Jesus and devote their lives to serving him, they will begin to fully understand the reality of his presence with them. From John chapter 20, verses 3 through 4, we learn that another disciple ran to the tomb with Peter. That other disciple was almost certainly John, the author of the 4th Gospel.